Good morning, everyone. This is KFC Dad, and this is a match prediction vlog for the midweek games on week 10. As you can see, there's no Mayan The Silver Fox for the predictions for week 10. He will be giving me his predictions, and I will post them right at the end of this video. So on Sunday, Leicester took on Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park and came out 4-1 winners, which sent them straight back to the top of the championship. So Mayan The Silver Fox was assisted by Mandy, who helped him to get the vlog out. I wasn't able to make it because I was away. And it's an interesting vlog. You need to go and watch this. He's got Owen Palmer Atkins from Radio Leicester. He's got Matty Elliott on there saying hello to Top, and lots of other interviews and predictions. And it's an interesting vlog. So if you haven't already seen it, it's out on the channel. Make sure you go and give it a watch. I also want to thank all the people that have subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't already, then just hit the subscribe button, like content, give us your comments, your predictions, whatever. But just help us to reach our next target, which is 4,000 subscribers, and we're quite near there now. So help us to reach there. Just hit the subscribe button there. So let's get into it. Game number 1 is Birmingham versus Huddersfield. Birmingham not doing so well at the moment in the last few games. They lost 2-0 against Norwich in their last game at the weekend. Meanwhile, Huddersfield, they're picking up again. New manager, Darren Moore. So Huddersfield, they drew 1-1 with Ipswich in their last game. I'm going to say that they're going to get another draw, 1-1 with Birmingham. So that's game number 1. Game number 2 is Ipswich versus Hull. Now, these are two very good sides. Ipswich, in their last game, they drew 1-1, and Hull also drew 1-1. I think this will also be a draw, and I'm going to go 2-2 on this one. So it'll be 2-2 in game number 2, Ipswich versus Hull. Game number 3 is Middlesbrough versus Cardiff. Now, both teams won in their last games. Cardiff won 2-0 against Rotherham, and Middlesbrough beat Watford 3-2 in their last game. On this one, I'm going to lean towards Cardiff. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Cardiff win. That's game number 3, 2-1 to Cardiff. And it's game number 4. Game number 4 is Plymouth versus Millwall. Now, at the weekend, Plymouth had a good draw against Hull, and Millwall, they lost 3-0 against Swansea. Even though they lost, I think they're going to, in this game, they're going to win 1-0. So I'm going for a 1-0 Millwall win against Plymouth. That's game number 4. On to game number 5. Game number 5 is Stoke versus Southampton. Now, both teams won at the weekend. Stoke winning 3-2 against Bristol City, and Southampton winning 3-1 against Leeds, which was not predicted. So on this one, I'm going to go Southampton to win 2-1. Game number 5, Southampton to win 2-1. Game number 6 is West Brom versus Sheffield Wednesday. West Brom did very well. They won 4-0 at the weekend against Preston, of all teams. And Sheffield Wednesday lost 3-0 against Sunderland. So on this one, I can only see one outcome, because Sheffield Wednesday are in turmoil at the moment. So I'm going to go 3-0 to West Brom. That's game number 6. Game number 7 is Coventry versus Blackburn. Coventry at the weekend, they won 3-1 against QPR. That's it. Yeah, QPR. And Leicester beat Blackburn Rovers 4-1. Even though it was a 4-1 scoreline, I think Blackburn did play well and they had chances. So on this one, game number 7, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Game number 7. Game number 8 is Leeds United versus Queen's Park Rangers. So at the weekend, QPR and Leeds, they both lost with a 3-1 scoreline. Leeds losing to Southampton 3-1 and QPR losing to Coventry 3-1. So, having said that, on this one, I think Leeds are going to be a bit too strong for QPR. So, I'm going to go 2-0 to Leeds on game number 8. Game number 9 is Leicester City versus Preston North End at the King Power Stadium tomorrow night. On this one, so Preston, they were doing very well, kind of tailed off a little bit. They lost 4-0 against West Brom at the weekend. Leicester won 4-1 against Blackburn Rovers on Sunday. So on this one, I'm going to go Leicester 3-1 win. And that's game number 9. Game number 10 is Sunderland versus Watford. At the weekend, Sunderland, they won 3-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. And Watford, they lost 3-2 against Middlesbrough. So I think there'll be a few goals in this, but I'm going to go for a Sunderland win 2-1. That's game number 10. Game number 11 is Swansea City versus Norwich City. At the weekend for these two, Norwich were 2-0 winners against Birmingham, and Swansea were 3-0 winners against Middlesbrough. So I think this will be a tight game, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw on this one. That's game number 11. Game number 12, the final game of these midweek fixtures, is Rotherham versus Bristol City. Both teams lost at the weekend. Rotherham losing to Cardiff 2-0 and Bristol City losing to Stoke 3-2. I think on this one, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Bristol City win. That's game number 12. And that completes our fixtures for this midweek, week 10. Here are Mayan The Silver Fox's predictions for this midweek prediction vlog. Check them out here. If you like our content, then please hit the subscribe button and help us to reach our goal of 4,000 subscribers. We're nearly there, so your help is much appreciated. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next vlog.